So Austin had this wonderful idea. Like, hey, let's do fight breakdown videos. I'm like, that sounds fun.
Yeah, it sounded like a great idea at the time.
So it's supposed to be funny. Like,
Yes.
it's not supposed to be serious.
No, not at all.
But people tend to take it very, very seriously.
Oh, I love people.
And not even the fight videos. Like, we made an errant quip on
On the show
that it's easier to become a brain surgeon than to get a blue belt. Obviously
not.
we were kidding.
I mean,
However,
come on now.
Sad that we have to say we were
I know.
kidding.
We have to say that.
However, a brain surgeon didn't pick up on our sarcasm and
Wow.
wrote a dissertation
Oh, it's great.
on
Hold on.
every reason why
Let's see what
it
Austin
is in
has
fact
first.
harder.
I know. What the fuck?
I've got the combat jiu-jitsu comments from.
Oh, so we've heard. Go ahead. You tell the story. You go ahead.
So, I mean, the story is we got this video from Roy. And it's combat jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, it was
This
a
guy-
30-second clip.
Yeah, it was like literally
30-second clip.
Yeah, 30 seconds of the end of a fight.
Well, the funny one was when you messaged our group chat and said, "Hey, so that guy who won actually reached out to us."
I won't lie. I didn't see that coming.
I did not either.
I didn't figure
always-
anybody would watch them.
Well, I always forget that we have a lot of people listen to the show. I always forget. I'm like, oh, we have fans? Weird.
But the YouTube is relatively new. Like, we don't, that's a new thing. Like, we've been podcasting for years. We've been YouTubing for weeks.
Yeah, but it only takes one
Regularly
person. Yeah, but it only takes one person to watch it and go, hey, that's Jim or whatever the guy's name, and be like, and just let Jim know.
Right.
We know enough people in the community now, or have enough fans in the community that it happens.
I still didn't see it coming.
And I've been putting
Neither
it on
did I.
Reddit, and that's been an experiment. That's
the
got
best
some
experience
mixed
you've ever
results.
Oh
done.
God.
Eesh, I'm gonna get some haters, but that's fine. So, comments on that combat jiu-jitsu video that we did. Hey, he used jiu-jitsu and wrestling to take that position. If you are thinking of jiu-jitsu as simply submissions, you are kind of missing the point of the whole thing. It's the art of winning a one-on-one fight.
Well,
Really?
What? It was 30
30
seconds,
seconds.
of a man slapping the shit out of somebody else, and we just comment.
He went like face dick. Like, who doesn't find that funny? It wasn't supposed to be a dick punch, but it turned out to look like funny.
And we did say, like, look, the person that was losing, bless his heart, he also commented on the
he
YouTube
also
video.
messaged us.
Look, we seen 30 seconds of the fight. We didn't.
It
we
wasn't.
don't,
Yeah,
And
it
even
was
to the
probably an amazing fight.
Yeah.
From the sounds of it, I can't find the
The
full
guy-
length video.
So the guy that won even commented, you didn't see the 3 minutes prior where the guy was beautifully defending back
his
mounts.
chair sit and
Yeah,
all this stuff.
exactly.
I'm like, no, I
Yeah.
get that.
Yeah.
We saw 30 seconds and made fun of it. Like that was not.
It was. We weren't trying to be
It wasn't-
disrespectful.
no.
It might have came off a little disrespectful, if I'm honest.
I don't know if you were to like break down my jiu-jitsu matches, I would think it's hilarious.
Yeah,
because
it's one of those things. It's like you should take a compliment that we even talked about it. Not like we're famous or anything. Just like, hey, look, I'm on that.
Yeah.
it's like, hey, we saw it. We
That's
thought it was
kind of
funny.
fun. And I get it. The guy who won was awesome. Obviously,
No, he did. He did
What
a
a
great job,
stand-up thing to do to like reach
Defend
out
his opponent.
to defend his
Oh, absolutely.
opponent. And I'm like, no,
Yeah.
I get that. And we really weren't talking about jiu-jitsu. It's just the conversation and then the video take. Because I don't like combat jiu-jitsu because it looks like the end of that fight did, where it looked like you were just beating him until he gave it to you.
Yeah.
But that's all we were commenting on was the 30 seconds I got to
So
see.
the reason why we watched that fight video was because you and I disagree on combat jiu-jitsu. You don't like it. You think I would. It's not even that you don't like it.
No,
You're like,
no,
I
I was
would
gonna say,
never.
it's not that I don't like
you
it.
go, I would never do that. Like
Yeah, no.
I have no interest in that at all.
think it's really cool.
It looks awful to
Yes.
participate in.
Yes.
And
You're more,
I just
do
take
that.
I would take the opposite. Like,
Yeah.
I think you should do that
Yeah.
to an extent, right? Like at least Anyway, I took the pro, you took the con, just for argument's sake.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah,
So
because
it
I
was-
actually think it's really cool.
Yeah.
Makes the sport more interesting. It's and it's getting better all the
Yeah.
time because people are learning how to defend it more. It's not the slapping that's
Right.
the hard part. It's defending from the slap
Right.
and the hit. So it's bound to
Yeah.
get better. It just started. It's funny because I support what we said. I think it was funny, and and I support it. And I would do it again. I'll make fun of your video too. Send it in.
Well, the funny thing is that same guy who made that last comment commented again. He commented 3 total times, which do something better with your time. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I know. You got something else to do?
I feel like the dude on the right, which would be Kip, has never actually watched it. He decided he doesn't like it for some reason because they slap each other, quote unquote, and then settled in on that opinion.
No, I actually have watched it numerous times, but good try, brother.
Yeah.
Paul's made me watch them.
Yeah, because I know.
Even if I didn't want to, I saw them.
You gotta see this shit.
No, and that's the funny thing is I love this show. I love what we do because I love people that get a snippet of me or Paul, especially me, because Paul's much more reserved and thinks about what he says. I, on the other hand, do not.
No filter.
No filter. I'm freaking a horrible human, but I will say things that piss people off. I just because you're not getting what I actually think behind it. And this is a perfect example of a guy going, "You watched it once?" No, actually, I've watched it a number of times. Anytime I see a video of it, which comes up a lot, I watch it because I think it's interesting. And I think it's getting better because the first ones I watched were stupid because there was like one guy winning all of them because he was really good at slapping. Like he was really good at jiu-jitsu and really good at slapping. I was like, the rest of the, and defending.
He was an old school guy.
Yeah, he was old school dude because he knew how to keep his head in. Yeah, keep his head in. But now people are starting to catch up. So I guarantee at some point I actually will enjoy it more than watching others. But for right now, it's still striker seems to wear out others quicker. And
it's a whole new,
for me that's tough.
Yeah.
And sorry, I love jiu-jitsu. My bad.
Well,
sorry.
Apparently you don't. Because the next guy.
Yeah, this guy loves me too.
LOL. What rank are these podcasters? Not doing jiu-jitsu. Brian Ashland, the guy who won, established mount when his opponent turned away. Brian looked to set his hooks to take the back, realized the opponent had stopped turning and established technical mount, set up strikes, all fluidly. He must be best friends with the guy. Positional control is the single most important aspect of jiu-jitsu. In the first 8 seconds of this clip, there are several controlled transitions to several linked dominant positions. Brian only moved when he had to, and stopped striking when he had to make those movements. Reading is hard when you do it with a microphone. I agree, Paul. I think the efficiency shown in this clip is pretty beautiful jiu-jitsu. I'm surprised 2 guys running a grappling podcast can't see that.
Wow.
To be fair, he's right.
He's right.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's wrong.
Yeah, but that wasn't the point of the.
No, but
it's supposed to be funny.
It's supposed to be funny. We're called the grappling dads. Who takes 2 dads seriously?
Not even your kids.
Not kids don't for
Right?
damn sure.
Oh Jesus!
Like
no, you're absolutely right. It was a beautiful display of jiu-jitsu.
It was
by the guy on top. I think
by the guy on
really
top.
good.
Yeah, and the guy was trying to defend. Just
Go
he wasn't doing it at the time. So we get that. We do. But if you came to a place called the Grappling Dads and our logo is a fucking monkey that got beat up by 2 little monkeys, and you're expecting serious commentary?
How many comments did that dude? Is that his third
No,
comment?
this is a different guy.
Oh, different guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was
the
going to
first
say.
2 comments were from a guy who left 3 total.
He loved us.
Yeah. And then
who's the guy that tried to get us
beat up-
canceled?
Oh, that's from Reddit, yeah. He called us a lot of names.
Yeah, he did.
The guy who got beat up, he says, I'll share the same thoughts I shared in Brandon's group, which I'm guessing is the BJJ everything on Facebook that I've been also posting to.
Yeah, which is good.
Yeah, I've been
I like
slapping
that.
everyone.
Yeah, they have some good stuff in there.
Well, as the guy who got beat up in this clip, I love it. Sometimes you lose, shit happens. I know that even in the lead up to this, my training and my jiu-jitsu evolved because of it. Would do it again for sure.
I like that attitude.
I love that.
He
dude.
gets it.
gets it.
He
Yeah,
obviously-
but he got it. He wasn't. He doesn't
Yeah.
sound offended.
No.
Right.
Like, dude, don't be offended. It was funny, and you're much better at this than I am. Like, clearly, dude,
Because
like,
he's going to do it.
yeah, you're gonna compete and do things and use your technique.
I did a cage fight once. Guess who's not doing that ever again?
Yeah, fuck that.
This guy.
Yeah, not gonna happen.
So for the fact that he knows that got his jiu-jitsu better and he would do it again. And it's nice because okay, the slaps are hard. But it's not like MMA, right?
Dude, I could take those slaps.
Yeah, you're not going to get an elbow across the eye.
I've been punched in the face pretty damn hard in my life. That sucks.
Yeah.
I've also been slapped in my face because of my mouth. And it's
How do you say?
I know, weird. And honestly, the slaps are just more like, whoops, don't do that again. And of course I do it again, then get slapped again. But still, that's me.
Yeah, that's how Kip grew up. Getting slapped. Maybe that's why he has kind of bad jiu-jitsu. Like getting slap sucks.
Guess who has
would
pills?
want that?
Guess who has pills?
Oh, you got your ADD stuff?
I got it.
Oh, look
I
at you
haven't
go.
taken any
Oh,
yet.
Jesus. Well, hey, we'll see what happens.
Yeah,
It'll be fun.
right? It's starting off.
But yeah, so that
What else we
the
got?
guy that commented, I think he's got the right idea. I think
Yeah,
that's
like,
absolutely,
dude,
that's
you took it the
fantastic.
right way,
Yeah.
and we weren't really.
Oh, and for whoever asked us what rank we are, purple belt, blue belt,
Blue belt.
who gives a shit.
Yep, Austin's a blue belt.
Somehow.
Yeah, we suck.
But
It's funny.
what I'll tell you right now with jiu-jitsu and everything else, it's the amount that you care and put love into the sport is what you get out of it. And you don't give much more than Paul, I do. I love this sport. Why do you think we do this show?
Yeah.
We do it because we want it to spread. We want it to be more than it is right now. And we saw there was a demographic that was getting forgotten, and a very important one. And
Yeah, a
it's
lot of-
people that want to freaking quit.
when we started the podcasts that were out there were black belts talking to world champions.
Yeah, and that's all there was.
Or talking to legends,
Yeah.
which is great. Ryan Ford, he's got a Grappling Center podcast.
Great.
Absolutely wonderful
Great.
podcast.
Yeah.
We do the opposite of what he does.
Yeah, we don't do that.
Yeah, we're not. Yeah, if you want content that actually makes sense from a black belt level perspectives, then listen to Grappling Central. He's wonderful.
Yeah, wonderful. If you want to get into the nitty gritty information of things, Just Jiu-Jitsu podcast,
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Then you have Gracie Jiu-Jitsu podcast. That's a good one too.
Yep.
If you want to hear more about the competitions, get an actual breakdown. Grapplers Rewind is huge for that. That's not what we do here.
Who's the guy that had us on? Was it BJJ Strength?
Strength? Yeah.
Yeah,
I wonder if he's still going.
I hope so. He was a great
He
guy.
was awesome.
But yeah, he taught, his whole show was mobility, clanging and banging, forward jiu-jitsu.
Forward
So
jiu-jitsu.
you have something for everybody. So we might not be for you. Plain and simple. No big deal.
Oh no, we are.
We
We're for
are, no.
everyone.
Well, the last comment was like, you guys need to do a cooking podcast or something. And I was like, oh, that's unique. And then I realized he did the eggplant emoji. So
Yes.
he was just being a dick.
Yeah, he was. Being an
What's the
asshole.
eggplant emoji have to do with
dick.
cooking?
Yeah, it's a dick.
I know it's a dick, but I don't
It's a
get.
subtle fuck you, Paul.
It's a subtle this.
Yes.
Oh,
That's what that is. My wife would have shown you that she does that to people. Like if people, well, that sounded bad. She makes that joke. She makes that joke to people all the fucking time.
check.
That sounded
That's how
bad.
she meets people. Hey, Fred.
I mean, she makes a lot of friends.
So she's popular. That's cool. I get it. So
The best thing is, my wife will never hear this.
right?
Even if she did, she would get a kick out of it
She
because my
think it's
wife's
fucking
awesome.
hilarious.